We begin with that breaking news tonight. 2 leaking chemicals started a fire that led to a hazmat situation at the Inland Empire Paper Company in Millwood. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Aaron Luna. The paper company is next to the Spokane River just off of Argonne. Natalie Grant is live at the scene with what we've learned since 5 o'clock. Natalie.
Well, Aaron, Kirsten, we're a little bit closer to the action than we were originally at 5 o'clock. We are now right outside of the paper company. Now, the latest update from the captains tonight is that the fire is still out, but crews are still working the scene here at an abundance of caution. I'm going to step out of the way so I can give you a little bit of a better view on what's happening here. As you can see, there is kind of a haze that's lingering over the building here, but quite a few emergency vehicles and crews still on scene. Now, here's everything that we know so far leading up to the fire. According to the Spokane Valley Fire Department, the fire started from a bleaching agent that was leaking over an overpressurized container. When it leaked out, it mixed with another chemical and then started that fire. When crews arrived on scene, they quickly learned that this chemical fire did not respond well to water, and they had to resort to foam to put it out. And when crews arrived on scene, Fire Captain Scott Crawford said that while his crews are trained in this type of response, when you're dealing with fragile chemicals, you have to be extra careful.
We get something like this very rarely, so we want to make sure that we are covering all the bases. We don't move fast, we don't get ahead of ourselves, we don't get ahead of our knowledge. We had a lot to do.
Now, Captain Crawford tells me that their crews were essentially waiting for the fire to burn through all of those leaked chemicals before it could be put out. And during that time, they were working to control the environment and make sure everyone is safe, as they're continuing to do tonight as well. Now, from his knowledge, there have not been any other situations like this at the paper company before, and fire crews would go in annually to make sure that things were safe and up to protocol. No shelter in place or other evacuations were put in place during this incident. Now, Captain Crawford tells me that from here on out, it's decontamination. He says all fire personnel, as well as their equipment that were in the hot spot of this incident, will have to go through a thorough decontamination process, and a separate crew is en route to kind of learn what these chemicals have an impact further on here. Reporting live in Millwood tonight, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.